not in...
Not in my condition.
Take those, thank you.
I might be pregnant, but I'm not as fragile as all that.
Oh, so many bits and pieces, I don't have a spare hand. Rose! What have you been up to? Champagne and flowers?
Read the card.
Oh. Oh, you are sweet. Thank you.
Happy birthday, even if it is a week late.
Well, you couldn't have done anything about it with me being away last week.
Did they sing it to you on the course?
The audit.
Well, the audit then. Did they not sing it to you, Greg and the others?
Well, they took me for a drink after work and wished me all the best.
At home it'd be more than just a drink. People would make a proper evening of it.
Oh, well, that's in Ireland.
And in our family, Mummy always makes a great fuss. We even still get a cake with candles on it.
No, but it's different when you're at home. I mean, don't forget I was on a business trip, not a holiday. We're going to open this. We're going to stand there looking at it.
Sorry.
Hi, Mum.
Oh, hello.
Where have you been?
To the auction with Sonia, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
Here, come on, you can help me unload this lot.
Right. I wonder what's going on over there.
None of our business. Anyway, it's rude to pry. Difficult enough to have any privacy round here without being deliberately nosy.
They're going into the Jacksons, look.
Look, come on, just concentrate on helping me unload this lot, will you?
I wonder what they want. What on earth are you going to do with this?
Oh, it's not for us. I'm just storing it for Sonia. Her car was full.
Was all the stuff there as lovely as that?
Don't you like it?
Well, not exactly. I mean, it's not quite of the 1980s, is it?
It's not meant to be. It's Victorian.
You can say that again.
I don't understand what you want him for.
That's what we want to find out, madam.
But he's been in bed all afternoon. I swear to you, I haven't set foot outside this house since dinner time, so I know where he's been. Haven't you, George? Been in bed all afternoon.
I'll need to get a shave. I haven't had one yet. I was saving up to have one tonight because of the quiz.
It's not right, you know. Getting a man out of his bed, he needs his rest.
Just doing our job.
Is it all right if I have a shave?
Better not.
That's not right. That's not decent.
Oh, look, it's all right, Marie, love. The sooner I get down there and get it sorted, the sooner I'll be back.
It's a civil right, I'm sure, having a shave.
Are you ready?
Yeah, have I got any clean hankies, love?
You're not taking him away, are you?
That's the basic idea, yeah. Come on.
I'm coming with you.
Afraid not. It's Mr. Jackson we want to talk to.
You're not taking him without me.
If you don't mind.
You're not taking George without me.
But it isn't you who gives us our orders now, is it, eh? Come on, out.
Me hanky, Marie, love.
In the drawer.
Out.
George! George! George!
I'll see to that.
Keep me tea warm for us, lovey.
I'm coming with you. I'll follow you down there, love. Don't worry. Annabelle.
Whatever's happened?
They're taking him away.
Why?
They won't let me go with them.
Oh, you've got to go.
Well, how am I going to get there?
I'll take you. Where are they going?
I've no idea.
Gordon, go and find out quickly where they're going.
They can't be taking him away, not my George. I mean, when they knocked on the door, they were as nice as pie. Was Mr. Jackson in? Could they have a word? Wouldn't keep him a minute. I thought it was something routine, something to do with his work. If I'd known they were going to take him away, I wouldn't have let them in.
Oh, I think it's best to let them in, Marie. I think you should always cooperate. Here, come on, get in the car.
What about my lads? Who's going to look after him?
Gordon will.
Oh, I can't go in, me Penny.
Give it to me. Come on. Where are they going?
Belmont Street.
Oh, here, look after this. Oh, and this. And see those two lads?
Yeah.
Take care of them till the mother comes back.
Mum, why have they taken our dad away?
Listen, it's something to do with his work, right? Now, listen, Gordon's going to look after you, and he'll give you your tea. He'll make you something nice, all right?
Yeah, they can have whatever they want.
Be good lads, eh?
surprise upstairs, Rose?
Yes, it was Greg. He's going to ask me out. I hope you don't mind.
No, he mentioned he might when we were away last week. I hope you're not leading him on. Have you told him you're going back?
No, not yet.
I think you're doing the right thing going home.
I hope so.
Even if it is difficult.
Well, I'm not exactly looking forward to seeing my father.
No, I can understand that. Rose, those things I said to you before I went away, I didn't mean to push you.
Well, you didn't push me. Just made me think a bit more.
I wouldn't like you to think I didn't care.
I wouldn't think that. I don't know what I would have done without you the past few weeks. You've been like a big sister to me. I've always wanted a sister, being an only girl. And I always thought if I had one, I'd like her to be like you.
Well, being an only child, I always wished I had a sister as well. Must admit, I wouldn't have minded having one like you.
In fact, when I was younger and Will used to bring you to the house, when I was no more than 9 or 10, I used to imagine you were my sister, or would be one day. That'll be Greg now. Hello? Come on in.
Hello, Greg.
Well, where's the big kiss and the warm embrace? Is this the traveller's welcome? Thank you.
I think you better tell him.
What?
I'm going back to Ireland.
Oh, you've decided.
Yes.
It's for the best.
Yes, it is. It is. Still, I shall miss you.
And I'll miss you too.
You two better get off and enjoy yourselves then. Go on.
Yes, okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, look, how are we then?
I don't know.
Well, you can for a start.
I want to go with my dad. Does that have fun?
Oh, you mustn't worry about your dad. He'll be back soon.
Where will you have taken him?
I don't know.
I want to see him.
Look, let's make a start, eh? Come on. That's right. You mustn't worry about your dad, you know. He'll be all right.
Why couldn't I go?
Well, it's not exactly the place for kids, is it?
I'd like to see your prison.
Oh, they won't be taking him to prison.
Excuse me. Can I trouble you?
Depends what you're gonna say.
I'm looking for Miss Heather Havisham.
Yeah, it's over there, number 9.
Thanks very much.
You two, where do you think you're going with that stuff? Come back.
You told me to take it into the house. I know, it's all right.
Not your house, my house. Come on.
The top of the morning to you.
It's evening.
Well, so it is here in England.
Who are you?
I'm Timmy. Rose's Timmy.
Ah, the father.
Of her child. That's right. I'm the man she's supposed to be marrying. Her mammy told me where she was, so I've come to take her home.
Time's getting on.
Aye.
I hope they get around to asking me their questions soon. I'm good all evening. Due down the Swan at 8:30. That's our local pub. You a pub man yourself?
I don't mind.
See, within this quiz, you see, me and the wife, it's a contest, you know. We only started it for a laugh, but you can get quite keen once you start winning. We won the first heat, no problem. And if we do it again, we get to represent the pub.
Sort of mastermind, is it?
Yeah, you could say that. It's not as high-powered, I suppose, but they can ask some tricky questions. Didn't know I knew the answers to some of them till I'd said them. It's amazing what you can think up when you have to, isn't it? It's a wonderful thing, the brain.
It needs to be.
This is very good of you. More than I deserve. Especially seeing that I arrived uninvited.
Don't worry, you're doing me a favour. I could never have got through this lot by myself.
It looks good. You're not a bad cook, are you?
It's not me. Rose has done this. It's her you have to thank for it.
She's a good girl, is Rose. How long did you say she'd be out with this friend?
Oh, not long. They've just gone out for a bite of something to eat.
And how often has she been going out for bites to eat with this friend, then?
No more than a couple of times.
Is that right? Is that the way girls here carry on?
She's been lonely, Timmy. She needed the company.
If she was lonely, whose fault was that? She'd no need to come over here at all, had she?
But she thought she had.
Why? What for? I was willing to stand by her. Certainly I was. Why else would I be here now to meet her?
I think she was under a lot of pressure. I know Donaghadee. It's a small place, a bit old-fashioned in some ways. I think she needed to get away, to give herself time to think.
There was nothing to think about. There only is one thing to do with a baby on the way.
Yeah, give me another one, please.
What can be keeping them? Bureaucracy, I suppose. I suppose they have a lot of paperwork to do. Hope Paul got home all right.
Oh, we can't just sit here all evening.
Do you want to go home then?
I'm not going without George.
Sergeant,
What can I do for you?
how long do you propose to detain Mrs. Jackson's husband?
It's difficult to say. They'll only want to ask him a few questions and then he'll be home, I expect.
Well, she's left her children there.
They're only 11.
There's a call box just outside if you want to see if they're all right.
No, it's not just that. It's Mr. Jackson I'm concerned for.
He's not had his tea.
Well, you can't detain a man against his will.
Well, that's the way it usually happens. We don't get that many coming in here and asking to be locked up.
They're not going to lock him up, are they?
Oh, it's early days to be worrying about that. They only want to ask him a few questions for the moment.
I didn't mean that exactly. I meant, well, you can't keep a man without charging him.
I think you'll find they have a right to keep him until they've asked some questions, madam.
But not without a charge, I'm sure. And not when he's a perfectly innocent neighbour of mine.
You never know who's going to come and live next door to you these days.
This is a serious matter, not a subject for joking. You've got a man there, and I want to know what's happening to him.
I'm sure they'll let you know just as soon as they can.
I just want to be certain that the proper procedures are being gone through.
And what would they be?
I'm not sure exactly. I just want to be certain that he's getting the best advice possible.
I'll let you know what's going on as soon as I find out.
Thank you.
If you don't mind taking a seat.
Thank you.
Why is it everybody knows what's best for a girl? I mean, you should have heard the fuss my aunts made when I told them I wanted to be an accountant. Oh, that's no job for a wee girl. Why don't you want to get married and settle down and have babies? Like as if that was the only thing I could do. Well, it wasn't enough for me. It might not be enough for Rose.
You don't mean... She will marry me, won't she, Heather?
I think you better ask her that yourself.
Hello, Rose.
What are you doing here?
I've come to take you home. Who's this?
This is Greg, Timmy. He's a friend of mine from work.
Hi.
Does he always go out with other people's girls?
Well, I didn't.
We only went for a meal, Timmy.
And she has told me all about you.
Did she tell you I'm the father of her child?
Of course she did.
And that's why I've come, to take her home.
I think Rose appreciates that. And I think you should appreciate what Greg has done for Rose.
And what would that be?
He's taken her under his wing while she's been here. It can't have been much fun for her, living with a working woman like myself, my nose always in my books. Isn't that right, Rose?
The ambitious Miss Havisham.
Comes of being an only child. So much is expected of you, you tend to be a perfectionist.
She'll make a partner one of these days. Very highly thought of in the firm. Did she tell you that? Top of the tree.
Can we talk?
If you want to.
I didn't come all this way to stand gawping at you.
Yeah, I better be going, actually. Well, good luck, Rose. I really mean that. All the best.
Thank you, Greg. You really cheered me up.
And that's important, isn't it?
It is.
Thanks for me, too.
It wasn't just altruism, you know.
I know.
So here I am again, footloose and fancy-free.
Only till tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'd better be away in good time to get the boat. Can you recommend anywhere I can stay the night? A bed and breakfast.
I certainly will not.
Oh,
She means you can stay here, you daft thing.
that's very good of you, Heather.
It'll have to be on here, mind you. I've only got the 2 beds. It's what Rose's mother would want.
It's what my mother would want.
Oh, well. Thanks very much, Heather.
I'll sort out some bedding later. Coffee?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, we'd better talk then.
Yes.
Don't really know what to say.
Will you just sit there and think about it while I go up to the loo?
Did you say you were a pub man yourself? I like a drink occasionally. When I'm off duty.
Did you play any games then? Dominoes, charade,
Darts.
oh, darts. Never been very keen on darts. Never could see the point of it myself. Still, that's probably because I can't hit the board. You're probably a lot better at it than I am.
Dare say.
You're not keen on him, are you? That Greg.
He's a friend of Heather's. I think it's her he's really keen on.
Do you think so?
Most of the fellas are keen on Heather.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
I know one who's not.
Oh.
Yours truly. There's only one girl I'm sweet on.
And who would that be then?
Who'd you think?
Tell me.
You, of course. Who else? I do love you, Rose.
No.
Do you love me?
Yes. I think so. Yes, I do.
can only do that 8 times. Did you know that?
Is that so?
Yep. Even if you start off with a newspaper. Mr. Jackson.
Hello? Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, well, I did get a bit bored. You could do with a telly in here.
Are you ready to make a statement?
About what?
About that.
Where'd you get that?
You tell us.
What's wrong?
You don't know?
No, I don't.
Just some fella you met in the pub.
Yeah, that's right.
Butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
He was just in there for a drink.
And so are you.
Yeah, and I've just come from there, as a matter of fact. I'm a fireman.
We know that. So you told them all about it, did you? What was in there, cigarettes and whiskies, and you told them where the warehouse was. You even did a drawing for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did you do that?
Oh, he was interested.
Interested? Not half he was interested. You know that place was robbed? Oh, yeah. And we believe that your chap in the pub, the one you did that drawing for, had more than a bit to do with it. And not for the first time either. You see, your chap in the pub, for your information, is one of the worst villains we've had in this area for a long time. In fact, he's not at all the sort of bloke that a law-abiding fireman should be passing information on to now, is he, eh? Unless, of course, the fireman was in on the whole thing. Mr. Jackson, just you think about that statement, eh?
Mr. Jackson,
Yeah.
you can go home now.
What about my George?
Bed and breakfast, love. Courtesy of Constabulary.